Jamie, hey Alex, long time no see. How was your trip to Bali last month? I bet it was pure paradise, right? Alex, oh, Jamie, where do I even start? It was a paradise, all right, if your idea of paradise is a series of unfortunate events. To be honest, I spent most of the time thinking, imagine if I hadn't booked that flight at all. Jamie, oh no. What happened? You look like you've aged 5 years in 10 days. Alex, it started at the airport. If the airline hadn't misplaced my luggage, I would have been at the beach by noon. Instead, I spent 4 hours at the lost and found desk. Imagine if I had just packed a carry-on. I wouldn't have had to deal with that nightmare on the very first day. Jamie, that's rough. But at least you got to the hotel eventually? Alex, well, that's the thing. I decided to take the local bus to save money. Huge mistake. If I had taken a registered taxi, I wouldn't have gotten lost in the middle of nowhere. I ended up in a village 2 hours away from my actual destination. Imagine how much fun I would have had if I had just spent those extra $10 on a grab. Jamie laughs. Oh Alex, you always try to be so frugal. But you found the hotel after that, right? Alex. Eventually, yes. But wait, it gets worse. While I was wandering around trying to find the hotel entrance, someone bumped into me. 10 minutes later, I realized my wallet was gone. If I hadn't put my wallet in my back pocket, it wouldn't have been stolen. Imagine if I had used a money belt like you suggested. I would have had all my cash and cards for the rest of the trip. Jamie, no way. So you were in Bali with no luggage, no hotel, and no money? Alex, exactly. I was standing on a street corner, exhausted and penniless. I felt so defeated. If I had found the hotel earlier, I would have checked my valuables into the safe immediately. Imagine the peace of mind I would have had if I had been sitting at a rooftop bar instead of talking to the local police. Jamie, I can't believe it. Did anything go right? Alex, only at the very end. But looking back, if those 4 things hadn't happened, I would have had a much more relaxing vacation. Imagine if the trip had actually gone according to plan. I would be showing you photos of sunsets right now instead of complaining. Jamie, well, look on the bright side. If you hadn't had such a disastrous time, you wouldn't have such an epic story to tell me today.